Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today we're going to talk about the one of the most powerful cards in the game right now, in my opinion, is Son Goku, Path to Greatness. This card came out of a power booster back in February, which means it's already out of print, which is crazy. But it's a super strong card, and I think it's part of the reason. I think it's almost to a degenerate strength, that if I'm being honest. And I really just want to talk about it and why it's powerful, and also a couple ways to counter it if you're having some troubles playing against these kind of like Height of Mastery Victory Strike decks. So let's jump on into it. So we've got here are just a bunch of cards that have like a lot of synergy with this guy. So let me just read this card. I'm going to read him verbatim. First, he's a 3-drop. I'll have him up here too. He's a 3-drop. 3 specific yellow, that's good. They balance him that way, and he's got 19k attack, which is also balanced. If he had 15k and could be brought out by Child's Wish, this card would be broken, but he's not. I guess he's like still broken, but like he'd be super duper broken. He's a Son Goku. He's also a Saiyan, a Universe 7, and a Goku's Lineage, which is, oh man, this card has so much synergy. I forgot like another card that he has synergy with. He also has synergy with Universe 7 Representative. Like, oh, there's just so much you can do with him. It's crazy. Where's that card? I know I probably passed it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's just so much stuff he's got. He's got 3 tags, and like 3 of the most important tags in this game right now. Not the most, but like 3 of the most common, and just cards that have like a lot of synergy, right? It's not Namekian, right? Because then he wouldn't have a lot of synergy. But so also he's got barrier, which is already crazy enough too. So just having a 19k with barrier, there's not a lot in this game right now that can take care of that. So that's just being able to turtle up with this guy. And then he has a swap 8 for a sparking 7 with 4 specific yellow. So a Goku lineage card with an energy cost of 8, which is either Son Goku Jr. or Height of Mastery Son Goku. Height of Mastery 9 times out of 10. I can't this just has like triple strike and it's a big 40k, but this is like triple strike and dual attack and rest stuff. Like I can't, unless you like know that you have 5 Goku lineage with different names on the top 7 of your deck. Like this card's gonna need a lot to make it good. But Height of Mastery is just like 100 times better. I almost wish it was the other way around, that Height of Mastery was the secret rare, and then this was like the super rare. That would, I think, be more balancing than being able to run more than these, and also being able to run this in tandem with Victory Strike is just devastating. But I digress. So also he also has like an effect on top of that, which is crazy. So when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode, and draw 1 card. So also being able to get card advantage with this guy, and also being able to switch something to rest, which is actually a really powerful thing. I think it's a little bit under, like, people don't realize how important that can be. Like, play this guy, if they have like Crisis Crusher out, then boom, like you just killed Crisis Crusher because now they have to defend this 5k, right? So just a really super powerful card. And if it wasn't already ready, if it already wasn't known, with me, placing 3rd with this guy in my deck, and also like Anthony Hernandez placing 1st with this, and like I'd say almost half the decks that topped Dallas had Height of Mastery, like had Path of Greatness in the deck. It's just such a powerful card. And so some synergies that it has with it. So this card has 3 search cards, and one of them is a 0 cost, which is crazy. So Successor of Hope finds it no matter what. That's just absurd. Also Planet Vegeta finds it because it's a 3-drop Saiyan, but also Universe 7 Representative can find it because it's a Universe 7. So all of that is crazy. Also because it's Universe 7, you can go... So the combo that a lot of people do, which I think is bordering on degenerate, even though I played it, is so you can do this Path of Greatness on turn 3, bring him out, and then on turn 4 you just swap into this guy who has triple strike and dual attack. And also when you play this card to swap, choose up to a total of 3 of your opponent's battle cards or energy, ignoring variants, which is the rest mode. That is like crazy powerful. They're just like, nothing gets around this, to be honest. Like, especially if you go first and you bring this out on turn 4, your opponent has no more than 3 energy, so you just rest all their energy, and now they can't do anything, right? And this guy can do 6 damage all by himself as a 35k, but just being able to additionally go into Victory Strike, which is powerful for 1 more energy, and you have to place 1 Universe 7 from your hand to the drop, but guess what? When you swap, this card goes into your hand, and then you can just pitch him. So like no matter what, if you do the swap engine, you have the materials for this. So that's just absurd, in my opinion. Being able to get Victory Strike out consistently on turn 4 is super powerful, and I think it's why it's been really good this meta, and I think that's why it's part of the reason I was able to cheese out, was because I was running like the best victory condition in the game. I was able to afford that. So but just some other synergy that he has for like no good reason. So also like he can get out with Shugesh, which I mean, this is degenerate anyways. But yeah, you can just play this for free, and then also when you play him, you get to rest and draw a card. So you just fix the super combo stuff like he doesn't have. So you still get to draw a card, and then you can just go for a free swap into this. But also like the 2-drop swap engine, like the regular swap engine, you can just play this for 1, play him for 2, and then play this for 1, go into either one of these for free, and then on turn 2 you can just go into this guy, and he has barrier and he's 19k, so he's just gonna sit there for a really long time. He's also 3-drop, so like 2-drop Krillin can't blow him up or anything like that. It's just crazy. So there's so much synergy there, and then also just like a little if the budget Victory Strike. So you can EX evolve for this by placing 2 Universe 7, so you have to have something else. But this is triple attack and critical, which is crazy on a 35k body. And then if your leader's green, you can also choose 1 card from your opponent's hand, or up to 1 in their battle cards, and then put them in the drop. So just a lot of power in this little 3-drop, and thus just being able to accelerate a win condition out on turn 4 is super crazy. So I think this card's bordering on being degenerate. If there is a ban list of some kind coming in the next month, I would reckon he would be on it. Just because he's always been. I think he's just a little bit overtuned. He just got so much stuff. Like, if he didn't, like, you're like, okay, what's the main thing this thing does? Oh, it's barrier, and you can swap into Height of Mastery. Cool. Also, he has 3 of the best tags, that each one of those tags has a search card tied to them, and you get to draw a card when you play him, and you get to put something to rest. Like, that sounds like a crazy card. Like, if this card came out of like set 1, like, people would just play this card regardless of it going into swap stuff. Like, it's just that good, to be honest. So but there are some cards to counter it I wanted to bring to attention. So it's not super crazy, but and if you're having, if you're struggling against the deck type, here's some ideas for you. But I will say none of them are, I feel like, really good. So for the black energy, we've got 2 cards I could think. Oh, I forgot another one. There's one thing you can still do is you can still attack it if it's in active mode with cards like Glory, Obsessed Prince of Destruction Vegeta, and then also like Impeccable Super Saiyan Kaba. Both these are good for that, especially Vegeta because he gets to pump up to 25k in the first attack. But yeah, there's also a. I'm gonna just find it. It's a 4-drop Bardock. It's black. Where is he? Where are you? There he is. Desperate Onslaught. Yeah, he's can be good too. Just because he's the same thing, but your opponent may not combo with battle cards in the battle or activate blocker for duration of the battle, so you can just drop this 20k and just swing in. So and also wait. No, I'm thinking the wrong one. Wait, I'm bad. It's not this one. It's a different 4-drop Bardock. It is. Come on, where is he? There, Burst Energy. Okay, all right. Take 2. All right, Burst Energy Super Saiyan Bardock. Yeah, so when you play this card using Overwhelm, it gains plus 10k power for duration of the turn, and can attack battle cards in active mode, so you can just have a big 30k and then combo from there to potentially destroy it, right? That's the big thing, right? Like, it's not a guarantee. They can still defend this guy and still be fine, and you're just like, oh, I just dropped all these cards for nothing, so that feels great. But there's that. Some more absolute is like Newfound Power, Purunga, and also Wish to Purunga. Both of them are really good at clearing the board. You have to have a black leader, and both of them kind of need some kind of like setup from them too. But not the worst card to do it, and it just does stuff, to be honest. For that, for blue doesn't have a lot. We've got Zeno and we've got Mafuba, and no one will be necessarily attacking with their path to greatness, just because they don't need to be honest. But if you catch them being bad, or if they need to like hit you for one more life, like what if you're at like 4, and they're like, okay, if I can swing one more damage into them, then I can have 2 potential wind strikes with Height of Mastery, and then you can move food with them. So there's that. And then Zeno, if you play with chain attack, you can just reset everything, and that helps a bit. But it's Zeno. Green package has a couple things that I thought of. So it has like preemptive strike. So this is really good for playing it. They can, since there's so many alternative ways for him to get out to, for like by either swapping or by even Shugesh. There's the timing window is different than like Cold Bloodlust, so they have to say I pay 2 to swap, and then you can say I play preemptive strike, and they're like I whiff the swap, right? They don't have to choose until they resolve the effect. So there's that, and kind of the same thing with Shugesh. They're like, I play Shugesh, I will play preemptive strike, and they'll be like, oh, I don't choose anything, and then they'll just hard cast it. So preemptive strike is okay, but they can play around it, and it sucks that they can. Energy Barrage Frieza, one of the few cards that can just pop something with barrier and or choose something with barrier and blow it up. So there's that. But it's a 4-drop, so you have to be going first for it to work. But it's an option, and this card's not seeing a lot of play, but I think it's really good for that kind of thing. Then also Kind Wish, which is restricted to green Frieza armies, but you can just choose Chile and just do really well at a tournament with it. But yeah, this card's good, and yeah, it just wipes it away, and it puts it on the bottom of their deck too. So if they need to find another one, that's bad. So there's that, and then also there's Final Showdown Son Goku. This can be good if you're running like the green Krillin, that what is it, like the Deadly Defender Krillin. You can just have this in hand, and then you can just pop. And so they have to attack through the Krillin first, and then you just pop it with Final Showdown. So the only thing is that once again you have to get to turn 4, and it's a bit combo-y, and they can just, I don't know, they can play around it too, so it's not like the best thing, but it's just another option. And then for yellow, that you can use Crusher Ball when they play the card, and then just hopefully go into it. You can also, oh, I forgot, there's another card that goes in tangent with that. It's the yellow Frieza striving to be the best. Yeah, Frieza can, or not Frieza, Vegeta striving to be the best. He can also be really good just because he pops stuff with barrier, but they have to be in rest mode. So that's something to consider, but he can be really good. So Crusher Ball and then just pop it with Vegeta. Bojack is like the one card right now that can, like, I guess not the one, but he's just a more generic version of being able to put something in rest that has barrier, so that's good. And then there's that, and then also Height of Mastery Son Goku is, you can just, if you're playing your path first, you just play your Height of Mastery, and then you put it to rest, and then you win. And then even though you probably could have just swung into them for game anyways, there we go. You can counter it with itself, right? That's the idea. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. And just want to talk about it. I really do think that this card is overtuned, and if there is a ban list coming in the next month or so with Super Shenron and other degenerate cards, I think this will probably be on the list. I could see it going down to like a one of the same kind of thing, because it does feel like in a lot of ways like the 3-drop cell, in that it's just a card that can set up a really good combo on turn 3, and there's not a lot of counterplay for it. So that's something in my opinion. It just feels, once again, getting Victory Striked on turn 4 when you also get the same ability to tackle their energy, it feels bad. The only thing I can think of that can consistently beat that is you can do like Afterimage Technique, but then they can just like Bad Ring, right? Like, it's because they're already running yellow, so it just seems a little bit over tweaked, and I think it's something that I would like to see changed in the next couple weeks or so. But that's enough ranting for me. Let me know if you think about this card, if you think Path to Greatness is good or not, or if it's fine. Let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.